Hello everyone. In this class, we will be discussing about the task management in real-time application. So the basic function, the task management is a very important function of your operating system. So the function of task management module, or we always call it as a executive also. What are the different functions of task management is to keep record of the state of each task. You know that in a real-time operating system, there will be n number of tasks which are running simultaneously. So the function of operating system or the task management is to keep the record of state of each task, in which state the tasks are of, and to schedule an allocation of CPU time to each task. So it should decide which task should be given the CPU. So to allocation of CPU, record of each task, and to perform the context switching. So context switching is it is nothing but it is to save the status of the task that is currently using the CPU and restore the status of the task that is being allocated. So once the task is completed or once the task is interrupted, it is required to save the status of the each task. So that mechanism is provided by this task management. So these are the important function of task management. In most real-time operating system, uh, the function is split into two parts. A task management function is split into two parts. That is broadly does the two important. That is, it will have a scheduler which determine which task is to run the next. So which task should be running next, so that that particular task will be allocated the CPU. That is a function of scheduler. And you have a dispatcher. So dispatcher will performing the context switching. That means it will be helping in saving the status of each task, and the scheduler will decide which task will be serviced next. So this is the main function of scheduler and dispatcher. So coming to the task state. So coming to the task state, you have 5 different task states. Have 5 different tasks. So task state. So what are the 5 state? So first state you have active state and ready state, suspended state, existent state, and non-existent state. So any task will be there in any of the 5 state. So what is nothing but the active state? What is active state? Active state is nothing but the task which is currently active, or the task which is currently running, which has the control of the CPU. So that means the CPU is allocated to a active task. So that is nothing but the active task. That means it is the task with the highest priority, so that it will be in the running state. So that is nothing but the active state. So coming to the ready state. So ready state is nothing but the next highest task which will be serviced immediately after the active state. That means the CPU will be allocated next to the task which is in ready state. So once the task, that means at in order to run this, is whatever the attributes or the resources which is required should be ready in order to run this task. That means a task which will be serviced immediately after the task which is under progress. Next, coming to the suspended task. So here the execution of the task which is placed in this suspended mode, because why it will be in suspended mode? There might be some reasons. That means maybe because the resources is not available in order to service this task, there might be not resources available at that particular instant of time. For example, that means, for example, if at all this task has to be done, it should get the input from the analog to digital converter, or the task might be in waiting state so that it has not yet received the output. So such type of task will be in suspended state. Next is existent and non-existent. Existent is nothing but the operating system. OS is aware of the existence of this task, but the task has not been allocated a priority. OS knows that this particular task has to be executed, but its priority is low. So such task will be in existent state. Non-existent state is nothing but the operating system has not aware. OS is not aware of existence of this task, although it will be in the memory of the computer. Okay, this is about the 5 state. So the status of various tasks may be changed by actions within the operating system. Once the resources may become available, or once the resource may become unavailable, it may go to suspended states, or by the commands from the application task. This is about the task states. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.